Do I dare level Gordon up? I want to use Furion for most of the healing. Not necessarily because of the levels, but that way if I need to use an ether, rather than spread my mana cost or my mana usage out, right? I want to kind of front load it on one character if I can to facilitate ether usage. If I keep it on Furion and Maria, that would be ideal. Maria's almost certainly going to need an ether when I get to the boss. Especially because she's already below half, I think. Which is okay. I mean, we're putting in work for leveling up. Why did Gordon gain agility? I don't understand. Sometimes people gain stats and I have no idea why. It makes me really doubt what I think I know about the leveling system. Gold, a monster's guardian. Well, this can't be as good as a diamond shield, but it might be better than a mithril shield. So, seems alright. Of course, Furion would get the next one. The next best one, behind Maria. Since he's kind of our white mage. He's also got less hit points than Gus. If somebody's going to take a hit, it should be Gus. Actually, someone's going to take a hit, it could be Gordon, because I'm convinced he's not sticking around. But after that, Gus. Gus is a berserker anyway, so he feeds off the pain. Jesus, you're at 69% evasion. How did you pull ahead of Maria? Damn. And look, they're at level 2 now. So good. I wonder if the ancient sword. I feel like the ancient sword must have given him some evasion. Okay, so 69 goes up to resistant to poison. Is this actually better? 76%. That's insane. So he has a 76% chance to dodge 2 attacks. That is crazy, crazy good. They are not joking when they say that evasion is strong. Holy shit. That's nutty. Damn. Now, since he has no armor, when the attack hits, it's gonna hit. But you know, that's okay, because only 1 of every 4 attack hits. And I go first. So for the most part, enemies aren't even getting a chance to attack. Because since we're doing it this way, we're also leveling up agility, which helps with evasion and helps with initiative. His intelligence went down. Furion. I need you to be somewhat intelligent. If you're my paladin. Paladins can't afford to be too brainless. That's a lot of shadows. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Probably a bad idea. We'll see. Does it kill them all? That looks so cool. It was a good idea. Maybe. I don't know. What if the game had a mechanic where, like for attacks and spells and stuff like that, you got a bonus if it killed an enemy? Like that? The fire had a bonus level up because it killed 4 people. That'd be pretty alright if they had a mechanic like that in there. I did look up as far as scaling XP gains on higher level encounters. The encounter level only affects weapon skills and weapon attacks. It has no bearing at all for spell gains. So it doesn't matter if I'm fighting people outside the first town or at the very end of the game, a single cast of spell accounts for the same amount. which is unfortunate. I was really hoping that as I got further in the game, spells would start leveling faster and faster. So I just wasn't feeling that grind all the time. Alas, that will not be so. Bump, bump. His thunk was perfectly in time with the music. Guess may not talk too good. He may not English good, but he's got the rhythm. Okay, we're gonna try it. Are we running into... we've run into this before, right? That was enough. Those things have really low hit points. I really hope that Ether fills up all my mana. I really, really hope that it does. You know what else would be useful? Let me digest that, Trappist, and see if I can figure out what you're saying. It'd be really cool. You gain HP and MP based, and when you lose a lot by the end of the fight, it could also be pretty neat if you had a chance to gain ups when you gained a lot over the course of the fight, right? So if I ethered for a fight and I went from 0 to 80 mana, for example, on Maria, just there was a huge swing in MP, so that has a chance to level it up. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right? I think I'm saying that right. So the change isn't necessarily only negative, but also positive. What did I say about the character? Sorry, sometimes my mouth goes off and I'm not really aware of what I'm saying. This gets me in trouble sometimes, by the way, as you can imagine. I think a big part of the problem I have is sometimes when I'm saying something, it pertains to a thought I was having in the past, and my brain's already moved on to the next thought, but my mouth is still trying to catch up. So I don't always remember the context of what I said and when I said it. Alright, alright, Adamantoise. Let's see that diamond shield. Gordon, I'm gonna leave you on death's doorstep. Don't die. Thunk thunk. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Come on. Come on. Alright, well there's life. Come on, Seabiscuit. Does curse last forever once it's applied? That's so good. That is so good. Maria's HP. Gordon. How did Gordon's HP not increase? I feel like when you have to revive him, it kind of changes the formula. There should be no way he lost 90% of his health and didn't level it up. He's not that good, but he. He's not that good, but he. I don't remember either. Probably. How you use it type? Probably so. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's embarrassing. Apparently I just said it and I can't even remember what I said. That should not be a thing. Win Knight, can I borrow some of your brain power? I need your memory. Your memory juices. My brain is failing me over here. Thunk thunk. Ooh, nice hit, Furion. It wasn't enough to seal the deal, but that's okay. Maria's got your back. She's got your back. Okay, so here's the other question I have. For MP gains and HP gains, as far as I understand, the game takes a snapshot of your, for example, your HP when you enter battle and your HP when you exit battle. And the bigger the difference is, I think I'm just answering this question, the bigger the difference is, the more likely you are to get a level up. So my question is, how does that relate to your max HP? Like, is it an actual numerical value? Like, there's a 10 HP difference, or there's a 50 HP difference, or 500 or whatever, right? Or is it a percentage based? Meaning, if my max HP is 1,000, and I lose 90 hit points, not very much, right? But if my max HP is 1,000, but I start the battle at 100 hit points and I lose 90, that's a much bigger percentage, right? Does anybody know how does that work? Because theoretically then, I could keep myself at low mana or low hit points. I don't know how I would do that, but there's probably a way where there's a will, there's a way. And I could try to brute force increases like that. I'm assuming that doesn't work that way. I'm assuming it factors in your max HP. But maybe not. Maybe not. Gordon got some endurance. I have not saved in a while, so we're going to have to make sure we do that here in a minute. Hiccups. These rooms have a lot of encounters. We're nearing the point of the first ether. And Maria. Gordon. Everybody's hitting like crap. Dang. Come on, guys. I need you to do better than that. That's better. That's good. Gus is up to 8 hits. That's crazy. Still not dead. Hell yeah, you got a bowl of Apgeddon. I love Apgeddon. Makes me feel like I'm doing a move out of Street Fighter. This feels like a dangerous room. We're gonna save. Mithril Axe. Oh, baby. And a Mithril Sword. I don't know what I want to have on Gordon. I really don't. Wurbane. Mace effective against Werbeasts. Well, you know what? The Mithril Axe looked good for a second. It did. It really did. Am I going to regret this? I'm probably going to regret this, but you know what? That's okay. I'm going to put an axe on him. Hamburger, mushroom, Apgeddon. I love it. I like it. Now, when you make spaghetti, do you use just regular noodles? Do you do like the vegetable noodles? Do you do whole wheat noodles? cheapest they had. I like it. Very good, very good. Dum dum. Oh no. Oh no. Everything is awful. Warbane looks pretty cool. You know what? That makes it easier, right? That way you don't need to have a spoon, so you twist the noodles up onto your fork and just eat them. And just eat them. It's a good deal, man. It's the store workers are trying to help you out a little bit. You may be inclined to believe that when they play football with your spaghetti noodles after hours in the store that they're doing it for fun because they're screwing around. But no. They're actually trying to help out the customers by pre-breaking the noodles. Helps out in a variety of ways, right? Easier to eat. Easier to fit into the pot. All kinds of side benefits here they do free of charge. For you, the customer. When I was in high school, I worked at a grocery store because I feel like, you know, most of the country has worked in a grocery store or fast food at some point when they're in high school or college. I never played football with noodles, but paper towel rolls, oh yeah, that was game. Game on. Game on. So I'm hopeful. You like gluten? Give me just an injection of gluten, doctor. Just stick the wheat stalks straight into my veins. Gluten. Anyway, finishing my thought. I'm hopeful that the house does not break down with the plague. Apparently, my son's kindergarten class has, I don't know, 20 kids in it or something like that. Say 20 for rough numbers. Today alone, apparently, 5 kids went home sick. Out of 20, 25% of the class went home sick today. Which does 2 things for me, right? A, it terrifies me because kids spread disease like it's their job. Which means there's a good chance my kid is sick. Which means there's a good chance my daughter's sick. Which means there's a good chance the whole house is sick. The other thing that it does is piss me off because I freaking hate parents that send their kids to school sick and just spread disease. Oh, that's frustrating. In the fall, my kids goes to a rather small school, which is part of the reason this is the case. But anyway, in the fall, when the flu was going around, I don't remember, I think it was maybe around the Memorial Day. It was a day that they had an extended weekend anyway. And they had a 3-day weekend. They extended that to a 5-day weekend by just shutting down the school due to illness. Just because so many kids in the school were sick and even teachers were sick, they just shut down the whole school to try to allow the sickness to run its course. Because, you know, idiots were bringing their kids to school. Which, golden nail. Well, we're not going to wear that. Anyway, kind of crazy. I had never heard of such a thing, which kind of makes sense. Especially if you already have a long weekend, allow 5 days to hopefully allow kids that are sick to not get sick and just kind of let all that stuff run its course. If I remember right, they brought in like professional cleaners to disinfect all the classrooms and stuff like that too, or at least that's what they said they did. I don't know. I didn't actually peep on them to make sure they're doing what they're saying they're doing. But I'm almost anticipating something like that happening again if that many kids are going home sick. So that's crazy. That's a huge percentage. Thunk thunk. I do believe Maria is now... Oh no. Maria's out of magic. We have poison. Warps target to another dimension. Warps target to another dimension. We'll try poison, I guess. Thunk thunk. Or you're just not doing it. Alright, we poisoned a living fireball. I don't know how that works. Guess we turn the blue flames green, maybe? Ray gains some HP, Gus gains some HP. I like it. Carne asada burritos are nice. Alright, we need to ether. How many do we get back? Are you flipping kidding me? $2,500 gold for 23 MP. Oh. That's not a good return on investment right there. In fact, that's downright awful. Damn. So, random thought. Can I just sell all of my antidotes? Because poison does not persist through battle. So I'll never need to use them outside of battle. Nobody has an item command that I've seen in battle. So what's the point of having it? The best way to open a candy cane is you break it kind of like a wishbone. So you got the U, you break it at the bottom of the U, which will allow you to tear off the plastic in a fairly straight line. Now both sides will have a little bit of a curve, but you won't have to rip the plastic around the full U, which is always difficult. The plastic gets bunched up on the inside and it doesn't like to tear. So if you break it at the U, it will hopefully allow you to pull it down the back. You can use it as a handle. A candy cane? Okay, first of all, I would never destroy a candy cane by using it as a shank. Because I gotta be honest, once I stick that candy cane inside somebody else, I'm not finishing it. Not gonna happen. Second of all, who actually eats candy canes by not breaking them? Really? I always break them into pieces. A bite-sized piece I could stick in my mouth. And when that piece is gone, I break off the next piece and I just eat it piece by piece. The only allowable exception to this rule is if you have it sitting inside a cup of hot chocolate. Or coffee or something like that, where you need the handle to hang on the side of the mug. Then it's okay not to break it. I'm actually pissed about the ethers right now, guys. If I'm being completely honest. 23 mana. That's not acceptable, game. That is not flippin' acceptable. Cherry instead of mint. A mallet. An antidote. Oh crap. We found an adamantoise. If I'm gonna fight these things, at least they should drop a shield. I'm so mad about that ether. God. I spent so much mana hoping, expecting that ether was to give me like, I don't know, at least 60 mana or something like that. I was hoping actually that they gave back 100 and that a single ether would be a full heal. God. Whoa, 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 whoa. You don't like cherry candy canes? I love cherry candy canes. They taste so good. A mint candy cane, like a regular peppermint one, those taste good too, but I actually prefer flavored candy canes. I should, magic up. Oh, man. That's true. If you're expecting one thing, that's a fair point. Biting into something or drinking something that's not what you expect is always a startling experience, but I don't know if I'd call it a terrible one, right? It's one of those things like, oh, that's not mint. Okay, it's cherry. Works for me. That's not surprising. Cherry seems to be one of those flavors that's super divisive. You either like cherry and everything, or you don't. Do you like cherry other stuff? Like, do you do, like, the cordial cherries, right? The chocolate-covered cherries? How do those taste to you, Crack? Gotcha. So no cherry. Cherry all no bueno. Oh, is that a kill? Son of a biscuit. I don't want to cast ice again. Can we kill it? Can we kill it? Oh, that's not going to work. You actually going to make me cast ice again? Damn you game. What if I cast poison? A little other magic. That doesn't cost 3 mana. 15. Probably not worth it. That's better, Gus. As long as who doesn't blow up. See, I actually like cherry flavored things, but I typically don't like cherries. Not because of the flavor, but just because I hate messing around with the pit. Curse for the win is right. I should have healed with Gordon. Gordon Ramsay. I've actually read that somewhere. I've never investigated because I don't typically have a need for cyanide in my day-to-day operations. But good to know. Good to know. Who knows? Maybe at some point in my life I could put a fake tooth in my mouth. And I could have just a cyanide pill back there. In case somebody tries to take me captive. I could try to give them a kiss and take us both out. I also prefer green sauce with my tacos and burritos. Uh-oh.